Good day, students. Continuation of the stack topic. Today we are going to see about the types of stack item node. Okay, what do you mean by the item mode? Item mode is nothing but the data type which we are using inside the stack, or the data type of the values which is held inside the stack. Okay, depending upon this, we have different types of item modes: stack of integers, stack of characters, stack of logically related information. So as the name implies, stack of integers means we'll have collection of integers stored inside the stack, and if it is stack of characters, we have the string stored inside the stack. Okay, so if it is integer, the item node type is integer. If the stack contains characters, we call that the item node type is string. Similarly, when the stack holds logically related information, the item node type is a list. Okay, so depending upon the data type we store inside, the item node differs. Next is stack applications. So we have the stack being implemented in different applications. Let's see few. Okay, so since we all know that stack is following last in first out scheme. Okay, so because of this, reversing a line is very easy when we use stack. So let's see pictorially how stack is used in reversing a line. So let's consider a line. Let it be stack, S-T-A-C-K. So this is the word which we need to reverse. So now the step 1, push S in empty stack. So the whole stack S-T-A-C-K is pushed step by step. First step, S is pushed. Second step, T is pushed. Then A, then C, then K. So now when we pop, automatically the last element will be popped out first. So K, C, A, T, S. This is how it is popped out. So this reversal, when we write a normal program, it will take a lot of time and lot of lines of code. Okay, but when it is done with stack, it is very easy and the execution time is also very less. So this is how it is used in reversing a line. The next one is Polish strings. This is where the stack is implemented. So first, before getting into Polish strings, let's see what is an expression. So the combination of operands and operators together, we call it as expression. So this expression, when we are executing in a computer system, it will understand only the binary language. Okay, so when we store inside the memory, we have to store in such a way that the operands and operators are categorized in such a way, and the operation happens in a sequential manner, and we get a correct input. So and the other thing is, an arithmetic expression, a simple arithmetic expression should consist of one operator and two operands. That's a simple expression. So it can be of this type: A plus B, C cross D, D slash A, or simple expressions. So we can also have some complicated expressions in arithmetic operation. So what do? A plus B star C slash D slash J plus D. So you can have combination of expressions together to form a complex expression. So when we evaluate or when we calculate the complex arithmetic operations, what do is, the system converts it into Polish strings using stacks, and this will be executed using two operands and one operator form. So we split the Polish string, and simple expressions are evaluated first, and the final result is obtained. So this Polish string, named after a Polish mathematician, Jack Lukasiewicz, refers to the notation to which the operator symbol is placed either before its operands or after its operands, or it can also be placed in between the operands. So depending upon the position of the operator, there are three types of notations. If you see the table below, you will understand. We have infix notation, prefix notation, and postfix notation. So infix is the one which we normally calculate: a plus b, a minus c cross b, a plus b cross c. All these are infix notation where the operator is placed in between two operands. So next is prefix notation. Here a plus b infix is represented as plus ab. Here the operator comes first and then the two operands. So this is how the prefix notation is written. For a plus b, it is plus ab. If it is a minus c cross b, so a minus c cross b can be written as cross, because that is the final one, minus acb. Here a minus c and then cross to this extreme and b to this extreme. If we calculate it, you will understand it better. So next is postfix notation, where the operands come first and then the operators follow. So a plus b is represented as ab plus. This is how the postfix notation is calculated. Next one is conversion of infix expression to postfix expression. So infix expression will have the operator in between the operands. Postfix will have the operands first and then the operator. So while we evaluate an infix expression, what we do is we just consider the brackets or parentheses first, then with the exponentiation. This is the priority which we give for the operators. So exponentiation, then the multiplication or division, and at last addition or subtraction. So when the same priority operators are coming together, what do? We evaluate from left to right. So as we do the mathematical expression, we do the same here also. We follow the same rules here. The steps to convert an infix expression to a postfix expression manually, how do we do? Determine the actual evaluation order by inserting braces. So we insert brackets first, then convert the expression in the innermost braces into postfix first by putting the operator after the operands. And the third step, what do? Repeat step 2 until the entire expression is converted to postfix notation. So this is how we convert the infix to postfix. Let's see an example to convert infix notation to postfix notation. So the infix notation given is a plus b star c slash d. So since multiplication and division have higher priority than addition, a plus b is given inside brackets. So now what do? We have to provide brackets according to the priority. So what do? A plus b is already in bracket. So a plus b star c, because multiplication and division are coming together. So what do? We calculate or we evaluate it from left to right. So multiplication is given higher priority. So we put a bracket for a plus b star c, then slash d. So now the innermost bracket should be converted first. So AB plus. A plus B is converted to AB plus. Now we have star C. So C star. So one bracket is removed. Slash D, right? That should be put in as D slash. So AB plus C cross D slash. So this is the postfix expression and this is how we convert it. Let's see one more example for the conversion of infix notation to postfix notation. So here it's a Boolean expression, not A or not B, not C. Not B, not C. That means not B and not C. Okay. So now let's see. The order of the priority is like not and then or. Okay. So what do? Not B and not C will be executed first and then it is odd with not A. So okay, so now what do? The innermost, that is not, is done. So A naught, B naught, C naught. Okay, and afterwards we do and then or. So this is how it is converted. So first, if you see, innermost brackets, a naught, b naught, c naught done, and afterwards with and. So b naught, c naught, and afterwards or should be done, right? So a naught, b naught, c naught, and then or. Continue the same topic in the next video also, where we will see about the postfix operations shown in the stack, and evaluation of postfix expression, all those. Okay, thank you.